Share your first video. So I'm going to hit this big create video button right there. Okay. You want me to record and then stop?
Yes. And now, so just so you know, you have up to 15 seconds. If you think you're going to go longer, then click on 60 seconds next to that.
I don't think I'm going to go longer. I think I can do this
Okay,
pretty quick. I just got to get my face in there. Here, hang on. I'll put this as my scene and then I'll change up and do this as my scene.
great.
There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay. So, and then a cord. Okay. Well, let's find out what happens here. All right. Why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks.
Oh, I love it. Oh, so what's cool now is you can edit out like the beginning as you're like breathing in before you
Yeah,
started
I was
talking.
breathing too much. So let's
No, no, no. And no, it's all we all like go push record and then we take a breath and start talking. It's always best to take off that breath. So what's really cool is if you click the check mark now,
okay. Okay.
um, you'll now see. So if you now you'll want to go up on the right. There's something that says adjust clips. It's near the top on the right.
Yeah, let's see here. Yep. Oh,
Yeah, yes, because
I'm really a newbie at this. Okay, there we go. Okay,
okay,
so
so now you can if you click now on the bottom you have two scenes. If you click on the first scene on the left, okay, tap the first scene on the bottom left.
first thing on the bottom left. Okay.
Okay, so now you can move with your finger on the left and the right. You can cut off any the beginning or the end. I think the end you're not going to want to cut off, but if you move the red bar on the left
Oh,
over a little bit, you'll edit out
okay.
some
Yep.
of the beginning.
This is a lot like the trim feature on YouTube. So okay, right there. Let's see there. All right, let's see. Okay, that one's cool.
Okay, then check the check. And then you can click the second one to see if you need to. I don't think you had much space in the beginning of that one.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go
Then
with it. Okay.
now you can click the check box, and then the top you click save, and there's your video. But I mean, you can add things to it if you want this to be like a just let's get this out there. Unless you want to talk about some things we can add to it.
Well, let's talk about that. Can I just save
Okay.
and so I can get
Yes,
the
click
menu
this
back?
to save it.
Okay. Save. All
And
right.
now
And
you have things like sounds, which are music behind you. The
yeah.
text on the bottom is very popular. I personally don't get into those weird hashtags, but generally, why people are using them is they're a trending hashtag and they want to get in on the trend so that if people are looking at those trending videos, that they might come up. But in my mind, if they're not related to that hashtag and what those trending videos are, but but sometimes it's a hashtag like the Pepsi challenge. And there's just people who want to get in on like they're doing some kind of fun challenge. And so it could be any type of video getting involved and using that hashtag.
Okay. I am gonna put hashtag dad jokes. What do you think?
But no, but you wouldn't put the hashtag on here. This is not where you would put the
Oh,
hashtag.
I'm not gonna do that then.
Yeah, this is where you would have just pop up on your video. These would not be clickable and nobody would be able to
Okay.
find you from these.
Okay.
It's when you're done with this part, I'll show you. It's in your title that you would put in the
Okay.
hashtag.
So what I need to do?
So something you may want to put up is like dad joke number one if you plan on doing a series. So that maybe that could be across
That's
as
true. Yeah. Okay.
and that
So
that would show through in your cover photo as well. Put on the text and write dad joke number one.
okay. How's that?
That's great. Now, before you click done, you can choose colors of the text and then decide if you want a background on it. So if you wanted blue, but you want it to be on the above the colors on the left is an A with a box around it.
Yeah.
If you click that, you'll see you can click it a few times and it just changes the look of how the color shows up around the text.
I think I like that one.
Good.
for
So
better or
now you
worse.
can move it where you want it, and you also it doesn't have to be on the screen the whole time, but it
Right.
may as well for yours. So you could tell it, yeah,
I
the
could set
duration.
duration. Okay, let's say go through to about right there. Come on, slider. Let's go. Let's stick around. All right, there we go.
So that you just have to move the red
Oh, I thought I
bar.
moved the little slider till it where I want it to stop. But okay, we can do that. There we go. All
That's where it
right.
would start. Do you want it to start at the beginning?
I was thinking that. Yes.
So then move the red bar all the back to the beginning, and then
Yeah.
the right side where you want
Oh,
it to
okay.
stop.
I understand now. See, I can be taught. I is teachable.
You is.
I is. That's why I went to college. Anyway.
To be taughtable. I think this is adorable. I love it. And I think
And
it's a perfect first
and,
video.
and everybody watching is probably saying, "Please hurry up and hit that next button already. I've had enough." All right. So I'm just
So
gonna
when you
next.
next is where you have a few things to do. Describe your video as your title. You could say, dad joke first in my series. I don't know, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to say.
Okay.
And
Dad joke.
I mean, this is where you put a hashtag if you want a hashtag.
Hashtag dad jokes.
And then the next thing you want to do is select your cover.
Cover.
So where you see the little thumbnail of your video on the very
Oh,
bottom, it says
yeah.
select cover. You click that. Well, now you tapped it. See, this is
Oops.
why I think it's confusing. If you tap it, it'll show you the video. But if you tap just the very, very bottom of it,
Okay.
where it says select cover, then you get to slide that to where you
Okay.
want
So
want your cover to look like. And I
I think
think it should say dad joke number one. That's a good
yeah.
title on the cover.
There we go. All right. So
And
I'm Tech
then,
Troublemaker out on TikTok. So if you want to go find me and follow me,
yeah.
I'm hitting the big post button. Let's just go for broke. Bam.
Yay!
Why do ducks have feathers? To cover their butt quacks.